Well, good afternoon, my friends. How's everybody doing? I'm awake. I'm here. If you want bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, go find a goddamn squirrel. How is everybody? My Dipple, and TG, and Bobby, and Bonnie. And who else is here? I don't know. Uh, nope, that's all I got. Right. Bobby. Yeah. How is everybody? I am doing okay, I guess. I have a massive sty now in my right eye. Just not pretty, and it hurts. Hopefully, will come to a head and go away by tomorrow. It's interfering with my ability to moderate. Yeah, I noticed, Bobby. I noticed. I started later. Hi, Wendy. I had to. I had to take a nap. I was very tired. I didn't sleep last night very well, and then Mom came over this morning, so I couldn't just go back to bed after Victoria's show. So that's okay. People are more than welcome to use the chatting area to chat with if they wish. I had no problem with that. So, some good news. All of my packages will be shipped on Saturday. Everything. I was going to ship tomorrow or Friday, but I have moderating to do at the time when my mail comes, and I won't be able to be out there, and I'm not leaving packages on the porch because I don't live in the best of neighborhoods, and I don't want anything walking off. And if it walks off, I won't be able to tell if it was the postal people that picked it up or just somebody decided to go shopping on my porch. You know what I'm saying? So Saturday, all the packages will go out. Everything. With Social Security. Yesterday, I finally got in touch with somebody who knew what the hell they were doing, and so he said that my mom could come pick up the paperwork, or he could mail it. Then he decided he was going to print it off and mail it. They are available online, but you have to print them, fill them out, and mail them. So either way, I was still going to have to try and get things back to them. So he said he would have them leave a packet, the info at the desk at the Social Security office for my mom. My mom went there this morning, and there was no packet. But I had written down the numbers of the forms because there's two different forms that I have to do, and I wrote down the numbers. And my mom, I gave her the numbers, so she told them which forms I needed, and the woman at the window she went and printed the forms out for her. So I do have them, and I will get them filled out tonight and call my mom and say, hey, forms are filled out, and she'll come over, get them, drop them off. So that'll get that ball rolling. So that's something. Anyway, we're making progress. I have the forms. So chaos, God. Yeah, right? I was pretty happy, but then my mom is like, well, now get the forms filled out. We need to get that ball rolling. I'm sitting there like, Mom, I'm 53. I really don't need you to tell me to fill out the forms so that I get my benefits so that I'm not homeless. Please don't talk to me like I'm an idiot. I really hate it when people do that, and she does it all the time. My mom's other title is Captain Obvious. Ooh, Wendy. Wendy. Hi, my Wendy.
Hi.
Sorry, I didn't see you back there. I heard no boop.
That's okay.
How's everything in the UK?
Shit.
I'm sorry. You mean in general or for you?
For me, it's shit.
Oh. Well, yeah, you're stuck with King Charles now.
You're hilarious, you Kodi.
Right, Bonnie? I agree. Someone finally pulled their head out of the butt. Well, it's funny that this guy, the guy I was talking to, could get me all this information and tell me all this stuff, but I don't know. Maybe he's in better with people in the know. I have no idea, but he didn't have to call me back, so that's a good thing because that doesn't work. Come on, cat. Ooh, your angel cat is being a pain in the ass.
Oh,
Fluffy.
and ITG, my angel girl, how are you?
So how's Toad doing?
Toad's doing as good as he can be, Kodi.
Uh-oh. What's wrong with Toad?
We've just got stuff going on behind the scenes of everything, you know.
Oh,
It's to
well,
do with
it's to do with what?
it's to do with little Brit.
Uh-oh. My little
Yeah.
Brit, my favorite little Brit better be okay.
She's fine. She's doing okay.
Is mom pulling her shit again?
No.
Okay, good. TG said, yeah, she's good, and she's lying and saying she's an angel.
Good, TJ. I'm glad you're okay, hon.
Yeah, Bonnie, I hope so. The lady was very helpful to my mom. She even showed her. She came out from behind the little window and showed her where to drop the forms off. There's like different, almost like little mailboxes at the Social Security office. So she showed her which slot to stick the paperwork in when she's done. So, when she brings it back. So yeah, so I'll get that filled out tonight. And yeah, like I said, it's people. This thing is like a novel. There's I don't know how many damn pages there are to that thing, but yeah, it's not just one piece of paper each form, let me tell you. So, yeah. So I'll get that filled out. It'll be all good. And hopefully it will kick back, retroactively to the beginning of October. Because that would be nice. I can't double pay things, you know what I mean? I don't have the money each month to be able to double pay. And she did bring me my rent, so thanks to a YouTube angel, I got angel bucks. I was able to pay my rent, so I do have that. I'm just waiting to hear from the landlord on when he's going to show up. Repetitive. I think you mean retroactive. It better be.
So, how are you, Kodi?
I'm dealing with the size of a ping pong ball in my eye.
Ouch.
Yeah, this shit hurts.
Ouch.
Feels like I've got a rock in my eye.
I bet he does.
And it's interfering with my ability to moderate because even just with me trying to follow my own chat, which is not that busy, like I don't have that many people in there. It's not like an auction.
Yeah.
The rapid eye movement is irritating my eye.
Aww.
Yeah, not comfortable at all. Now I did have one under the top lid of my left eye for like a week, and that's finally gone away. Thank goodness I don't have to deal with both of them. But then about 4 days ago, I started feeling the soreness on the bottom lid of my right eye, and I'm like, oh no, I know what that means. So
apparently, if you rub a gold ring on it, they go away.
yeah, like I have gold. Come on. Well, it's on the. I'm gonna show you guys a picture, and it's not the prettiest picture, but as long as my stuff doesn't freeze up again. If it does, I'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Oh, the forms are repetitive. Yeah, I know. I hate the stupid forms. But it's on the inside. You'll see where it is. It's on the inside of my lid, not on the edge like most. See, that's where the sty is. It's down under the rim of my eyelid.
Oh, bless you.
That shit hurts.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So I have this pressure against my eyeball all the time, and then rapid eye movement. You're rubbing it against the sty. So
Yeah.
I got an owie.
Oh.
So hopefully it's almost. I mean, you can see where it's starting to get white. So hopefully it will come to a head and start healing up soon. Yeah, sorry to gross everybody out, but that's what I'm dealing with. And it's hard not to rub it because it constantly feels like there's something in my eye. So.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, it's icky. It's not fun to look at in person either. Ugh. But other than that, I'm okay.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, my electric bill is lower than it has been, so my electric bill is only $85 for this month, and it's not due for another 6 days or so. So, I'm not really panicking over that too much yet. Got my water bill paid, which was higher because rates went up. Yay. The rent's getting paid. The only thing I haven't been able to pay is the internet, but they usually let you go a couple of months. I don't want to get behind on it, but they usually let you go a little while before they shut it off. So far, I'm still here, so we're good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
My rent money's gone up.
Oh,
That's
that
not.
sucks.
Yeah.
Did he finish making all the repairs he was supposed to do?
Yeah, he did actually.
That's probably why he boosted your rent.
Yeah, he did.
These people suck. I mean, like my landlord said that he could move my my washer and dryer into my kitchen because my kitchen is fairly large.
Yeah.
He said he could move the washer and dryer into the kitchen. He'd have to drill a hole through the wall for the vent, and of course, change over the plumbing lines. He goes, but you have to pay for materials and labor, and I have a feeling my rent would go up after that. So I'm like, no, I'm good.
Oh yeah, because in America you don't have it in your kitchen, do you? Your washer and dryer.
No.
We do naturally.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I actually did remember to take a picture because I'm always talking about the area, and I forgot to send it to myself. Let me do that. About the area of room I have. Oh, TG's mom is getting a new car next week. That's cool.
That's awesome, TG. Yeah, everything is going up, TG. Yeah. I know.
I was like, wait a minute. I know I shared that, but yeah, I shared the picture. I shared the picture with Dibble. I forgot to mail it to myself.
We have Little Bit's birthday next month.
Aw.
Yeah. Kodi, she's costing me money.
Well, she's a kid. Of course she's costing you money.
No, I mean money that like, no, she asked me for a Tamagotchi, yeah? Does everybody know? Right. So I paid £16 for this Tamagotchi, and I turned I says, you're not going to like it because it's going to keep you awake, and they're annoying. They don't stop. She's like, I will like it. I'm like, no, you won't, baby, I promise. Well, she got it, and she hates it. She chucks it in a drawer, and she said she suffocated it. She hates it. She's like,
Yeah,
I've seen mommy.
Tamagotchis were really big here a few years back, and my oldest daughter begged my mother for one, and the same thing happened. She was like, nope, and threw it in a drawer and never touched it again.
Yeah, that's what Emily's done. She's like, well, I've suffocated it. I hope it dies. And I'm like, that's mean.
And I suppose if I want to share it, I have to actually take it out of my email. God, I'm a mess today. I just woke up like 10 minutes before the show started, so.
And Toad won't let me buy no gnomes for garden, Kodi.
My mom is making me a gnome for Christmas.
Aww.
Yeah. She was able to find the wool roving they use for the beard. And because she ran out of that stuff. She had a kit that made 4 of them. And she showed me a picture, and they're so cute because she knits them. They're knitted gnomes. And hi, Miss Joni. So I told her I wanted a purple one, and she's like, "Purple's not a Christmas color." I was like, "It is in my house." And they have purple Christmas ornaments all over the place at Christmas stores. So yes, it is a Christmas color. And so I was gonna buy the wool roving stuff that they use for the beards, and found out I didn't have any money in my account. I was like, "Oh, what the hell is going on?" So, but she was able to order it. My oldest daughter helped her order it. So it's supposed to be here tomorrow. Well, at her house tomorrow. So I'm going to get a purple Christmas gnome. Yay.
I want a rainbow Christmas tree.
Want a rainbow Christmas tree?
Yeah. But there's somebody stopping me.
Aw. I have a green Christmas tree. It's got rainbow colored lights on it.
Never said you could have a rainbow Christmas tree.
Mean to
I
me.
never said you could not have a rainbow Christmas tree.
Hi, Toad.
When you wanted that rainbow Christmas tree, I actually looked on Argos, it had sold out. Thank you, very nut drop.
All right, so if this lets me do it. Oh, good. All right. You see this space right here?
Yeah.
You see these little wheel tracks?
Yeah.
That's for my wheelchair. So that's how much space I have in this little area to get from, this is my back door, and then this is the very back door to put Simi out. This is why Simi has to go under the wheelchair to get out. There is not enough space on either side for her to go past me. So when I tell you people I don't have the room, this is why. That's my quote unquote utility room. It's more like a utility closet. And as you can see, the washer and dryer actually stick out. So
they do.
I have less room than what you would normally have back there. So
yeah.
And I have to have, that is a leash on my back door, that thing hanging down on the back door.
Yeah.
Because if you'll notice, there's no door knob thingy on the storm door. I have no idea what happened to it. There's also isn't one of the chain things on it to keep the door from swinging all the way open. So I have to put a leash on it. Otherwise, the wind blows it all the way flat back, and I can't reach it to close it. So yes, my back door is on a leash. The things we have to do,
Right, Kodi, I'm going to pop out because I'm going to eat some food, but I'll be in.
You're always eating.
I know, I'm hungry.
Yeah. I love you. Tell the little bird I love her too.
I will do. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. See ya. So, guys, when you hear me talking about the quote unquote utility room and how I have no space back there, this is why I can't have an electric wheelchair. Because the motor is underneath the chair, so I wouldn't be able to get Simi outside. So yeah, that is my tiny little area for me to go out and put the dog out. It's also why, as you can see, I wouldn't be able to open the dryer while I'm out there because that door wouldn't even, I couldn't even get a hold of the handle for the door to pull it open. So yeah, what I deal with. This is why Mom helps me with laundry. So yeah. Hey, Darlene. Not unless I pay to have him pop a hole in the wall, Debbie. He said he could move both the washer and dryer. Of course, he'd have to drill a hole through the wall for the dryer vent, and then he'd have to switch over he'd have to drill holes in the floor to do the plumbing, to switch the plumbing over, and who knows how much the work that would be. So, and I'd have to pay for all of that to get done. Yeah, I already thought of that and asked him. Way ahead of you. It would cost me a crap ton of money, and he'd increase my rent. So I'm gonna pass on that. Danny Mae, bitch, go spray some Lysol. Be quiet. Yeah, I do have the forms. My mom went and picked the forms up today. I got in touch with a guy who actually did what he was doing yesterday, and he was supposed to have the forms waiting for my mother. He said he would call them and tell them to have the forms waiting. When my mom got there, they weren't waiting. So luckily he had told me what the form numbers were. So I told her, so she told them, they printed them out and gave them to her. So I have form in hand. Well, forms, there's 2 of them in hand, and I'm gonna get those filled out, and my mom will take them back tomorrow and drop them in the place where the woman at the Social Security office told her to drop them. And then it's just a matter of how fast it takes them to process through it. So give my Tig treats, Danny Mae. Chaya too. Jake's on his own. He can get his own treats. Not really, Bobby. I mean, the dryer is the one closest to me in the picture. All that would do is give me a place to put my broom. So, because if you, I mean, the washer and dryer are pretty much even in size, so it would still be in the way. If they were both out of there, that would give me more room, but I can't afford to do that. So see, because this is the dryer right here by the door frame, and then the washer is behind it, and it's still blocking that door. So there'd still be no room for the dog to go around or anything. Nope. Hi, Irene. So yeah, that's my little slice of heaven right there. That's fun. I mean, I can barely even put my hands on the wheel things to turn my wheels. I usually use the wall and the washer and dryer to propel myself back and forth through here. Because if I have my hands down by the wheels like you would normally maneuver a wheelchair, I end up bumping my elbows. And that shit hurts. So, re-uppers. Then how am I gonna have laundry done? Double. Not supposed to do laundry at all? If the washer dryer weren't in that room, I'd have a little bit more space to maneuver around because I could open the back door and then just back up a little bit and the dog could go out, but yeah, that doesn't really work if I want clean clothes or clean blankets or anything. Yeah, no, TG. And I'm definitely not washing a blanket with dish soap. Come on. So, and I know what you're talking about, and it's not happening. Hey, Crazy May. My eyes drive me crazy. All right, so I have a question. The answer is not 42, although that is a good answer. Dibble giving away my non-secrets. If you're at an auction and someone states a price for their starting bid, and someone puts in a bid for that starting bid, nobody else bids on it, they get it for that amount. The person then says, oh, well, I meant to put in this much money, and it's like $2 more. Like, say the starting bid was $10. They'll be like, oh, I meant to put 12. I can't take less than 12 for it. Are you willing to pay 12? Anybody else see anything wrong with that? Especially if they do it more than once in the same auction? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, but yeah. I was of the same frame of mind. No, Danny May, I won't. You're always hungry. Yeah, I agree. Bobby. Not sure if that's a habitual thing or if it was just because it was real late, which is why I'm not being all grr about it. And the person is so sweet, and I don't want to be real mean about it. But that one price that she gave the starting bid of $10, and she repeated herself at $10. And then when someone bought it, she was all like, "Oh, I meant to put blah blah blah." Again, it was like the third or fourth time, which is why I brought it up. But oh, it is okay. See, I'd be backing out of that. I'd be like, nope, I'm good. But and I mean, I really want to just talk to them privately about it. I don't know how to approach it, without seeming bitchy. And I don't want to appear bitchy. I know, Danny May, that's because you go to bed early. But it's something that could cause problems later on when they're auctioning. Because I mean, if you're constantly changing the price of the item by a few dollars after someone's won it, people are going to not want to bid on your things. I mean, that would be my point of view, is I don't want to bid on this because if I win, the price is going to get bumped up. You know what I mean? Mentally, I'd be cautious about bidding on anything. And she has really beautiful stuff. So, you know. Hi, Rhonda. I'm not trying to be mean about it. I'm honestly not. I'm not sure that they realize they're doing that. You know what I mean? So I'm not really calling them on their shit. I'm just questioning whether or not this is something other people have seen, or what your reactions would be to it. You know what I mean? Hey, Paul. Rhonda, if that was continuously happening with someone that you were moderating for, how would you handle that? Like if multiple times during the auction they changed the amount after the item was won. Okay. I didn't figure you would. I was not moderating at the time, so I really didn't have any control over that, but Yeah, Bonnie, I agree. That's one of the reasons I haven't done any sales is because my shipping is so backed up. But everything is getting shipped out on Saturday. Everything. Everything. Yeah. Well, Mona, I actually did try the last item someone purchased. She ended up the price when it is sold it for $12, and I was like, wait, that was 10. And when I said something, the person was like, oh, well, I didn't know that she put 10 in. I thought it was 12. And I'm like, well, you repeated 10 like 3 times. What are you talking about? So, yeah. Well, yeah, but I didn't want to cause a big conflict or anything during the auction, you know? So, but she is very sweet, and I don't want her to have problems later on with, selling things. So, I want everybody to be able to make money without having any kind of shit going on in the background, that I don't know. I want to talk to her. Not during an auction, anyway. I don't want like to interfere with people's ability to make money. You know what I mean? I don't want to interfere with anyone's business. So, I mean, in my chat, hell yeah, I'll cause conflict all day long. Come at me, bro. But I didn't know if it was just me that noticed that or if other people noticed it. So now that I know that other people have noticed it. Paul, what makes you think I watch your shows? No, I did not. And if it's your show, then you're the host. So who do you call out? Danny May, right? True, Rhonda. No. Well, that's specific, Paul. Because you have no minions. Yeah. All right, Paul, but I'm timing you. Of course you can come on. Silly, that's what the link is there for. Nice dibble.
Hey,
Hey, Paul.
Kodi. Hey, do you remember this place?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, my wife used to work there when we first met.
We had one of those down the street from where I lived in Lowell for a while.
Yeah, they were everywhere back home.
We used to hang out in the parking lot, the CBers.
Yes, exactly. That's how I met my wife, was on the CB radio.
Oh, yeah? That's how I met my husband, too. It didn't work out as well for me as it did for you, though.
Yeah. No, Monday I talked about OMFG, Paul. I remember. Oh, you remember the CB or Zares?
Darlene is in Massachusetts.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Yeah, I was going through. I'm packing, so I was going through stuff, and I says, "Oh my god, I can't. I forgot I had these." um, so I was listing movie posters on Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and I need like white noise or music while I'm working on one screen. I'll listen and stuff on the other screen.
Right.
So there was a show that I've only gone on a few times. I'm not going to mention who it was, whatever. But
Well, if it was on YouTube, Paul, then it's public, so you can mention it.
yeah, no, I'm already, I'm in
Pussy.
Quincy, Mass, the home of Dunkin' Donuts.
Paul's being a
Hopefully,
pussy, people.
huh?
I said you're being a pussy.
Yes.
Okay. Just so we have that established. Carry on.
So I'm listening, I'm listing and listening, and somebody comes in. You know how everybody comes in. Hey, hi everybody. How's everybody doing? Whatever. And the host calls out this person. Hey, you let your membership lapse. Are you gonna pay for this month or whatever it is, however you I don't know, I don't do it. So and they said,
Wow.
well, money's tight. And they said, and she said, yes, money is tight. I need all these memberships that I can get. And it's like, oh my God, you're actually doing this. You're actually putting somebody like on the slab, calling them out.
Wow.
And
That's really rude.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah. All of a sudden you see the WTFs in the chat. And then I left, and I think 4 or 5 people left. But how can you do that? How can you call out somebody that's, whatever it is, helping you out, supporting your channel, and all of a sudden, hey, you let your membership lapse? It's not a guaranteed thing. It's just like, here, I'm going to do it this month.
Yeah.
That was just, and then she fought over it like, times are tough. And, yes, times are tough. And I need that membership money too. Oh my God.
And yeah, Bonnie, I agree. I would have canceled my membership permanently if that was me.
Yeah, I don't know what the person did or how they ended it, but I mean, granted, she wasn't selling much. She was kind of asking too much money for her stuff and things, but it's like, you don't do that. You don't say, hey, thanks for the support, but you let it lapse. I mean, I don't know how the memberships were. I don't do it. I just don't do it. But I don't know if YouTube sends out an email saying, do you want to renew? Or they must, right?
I think they do, because I'm a member. I'm the only person I have a membership with is Victoria. And when things were hard here, well, harder, I had to cancel my membership for a little while. And I recall getting an email saying, hey, it's time to renew if you want to renew, blah, blah, blah. So, but normally it's an automatic payment every month. It comes out automatically unless you cancel it.
Yeah, that's what Rhonda said. Hello, Rhonda. How are you? Yeah, but I just thought it was, I mean, I don't know. What's the word for a guy? It's being very ballsy. What's the word for a woman?
Douchebag.
Thank you. All right. It's like, and then, I mean, she had like 60 people in her chat.
Yeah.
So it's not like there was 5.
Right.
But I haven't seen her go on yet again. I know she's usually on the weekends, but it's like, wow, man.
And Paul's being a pussy and he won't tell us, even though it was on YouTube.
It's I don't know. No, as a matter of fact, everybody in your chat, because they could be lurkers. So you don't know who goes on and who's not, There's a lot of coins going on in it, put it that way. That's why I look every once in a while. It is unprofessional, but this person doesn't take her reselling like a business. It's like, I'm going to do this, see if I can get some money.
But that doesn't have anything to do with your attitude about membership. I mean,
no, it doesn't.
Reselling's a totally different aspect of it. I mean, you have a YouTube channel and you do memberships and people pay to support your channel, but calling them out like that is just, that's being a douche canoe, man. That's terrible.
Yep. But still, I mean, if you have a YouTube channel and you do memberships, shouldn't it also come with a level of professionalism?
Yes.
It's not just a group of friends, hobby type thing.
It all depends on your channel. I mean, like I could, well, I don't think I could do memberships right now because I don't have enough subscribers or whatever. I don't know what the requirements are, but
You need to be monetized.
okay. So,
I
but I
keep
mean,
looking at it. Sorry.
I would be the same as I am now because this is what my channel is. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't go
Right.
calling out people if their membership lapse. I mean, come on.
Yep. Annie, hers was, I looked before I left. I had to look. The minimum, because a lot of people, they do a minimum of 99 cents. Like, I forget what his name is and his wife. Storage lockers, locker nuts.
Mm.
You have to be a member to bid on their auctions, and they
Yeah, that's
credit
why I
you.
don't go there anymore. That's why
All right,
it's,
but I think they credit, or they used to credit you the 99 cents back.
yeah,
So I
it
don't
doesn't
know.
matter to me.
But hers,
Being told I have to pay in order to bid totally turned me off of that channel, and I stopped
yep.
completely.
But
I unsubbed everything.
her minimum was $4.99.
Yeah.
And I've been asking people in my chat because, you know, when you get into the YouTube creator universe and stuff, you get the emails and the classes and all that stuff. And they, you know, I keep getting, oh, you should do membership. You should offer memberships. So I ask people, like, every time I see somebody that's doing a membership, whether it's $1.99, $2.99, whatever it is, all they're giving you is a free emoji or a different emoji.
Yeah.
Don't you feel you should get something for your membership?
Well, a lot of them do private member perks. They do like private videos just for their members, or like Victoria does a chat for her members on Fridays, things like that.
But some of them too is you get to see my video 24 hours before it comes out to everybody else. Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, Irene, a lot of people put that that you have to be a subscriber in order to comment on the chat because of trolls and things like that. So they set that up so because a lot of the bots, the robot ones, they can't. They're like a hit and run type of thing. They hit and then they take off. They're not going to wait around to subscribe and wait 5 minutes to be able to comment. So,
right.
You know, and a lot of trolls don't want to sit there and wait just for the opportunity to be a jerk. So
Exactly.
that's why being a sub is totally different than being a member. Because the members you're paying cash for, you know.
Yeah. But that's, I just wanted to, you know, see if you had heard that, and because, you know,
I hadn't heard anything about it. No, but that's a really douchey thing to do. I mean,
yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean, it's just totally rude.
Yep.
Yeah, subscribing isn't a thing. That's, you know, I mean, I don't subscribe to everybody whose chats I go into. Good Lord, I'd be subscribed to like 500 people.
Oh my God, your phone would go. I don't know if you have an Apple.
I wouldn't. My phone would be fine because I don't do YouTube on my phone.
Yeah, I don't either. But you get the notifications.
Yeah.
Oh, and I cleared mine.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't. But I mean, your phone gets to be like that.
Right.
Oh, freaking notifications for everything.
Yeah.
Hey, so and so's on. Hey, so and so's on. Hey, so and so's on. Well, I can't watch 10 people at once.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you subscribe to everybody, it's crazy.
I mean, I subscribe to the people that I like. Like if I see people doing auctions, like on the marathon, you know, and I see sellers that I like them, like the bee lady instantly got a subscription to me because she was absolutely hysterical, and I was like, oh my God, I need to subscribe to this woman. But not everybody, you know, I'm kind of snobby like that. I don't sub to everybody. And
Yeah.
I will not do that if a total stranger comes in that one person knows and they're like, hey, everybody subscribe to this person to help them get subs. No, not unless I go to their channel and check out their stuff and I like it.
Yep.
You know?
The last one, Danny May, excellent, sold every single piece. But I did something, I did a test, basically. I want to do a video on it. But that's just me. I like to subscribe. It's perfectly fine to support people you choose.
Yep.
True. Very true.
Yep.
Very
But
true.
that's the point, is that I choose the people I subscribe to. I don't just willy-nilly. That's why sometimes when Victoria has somebody, she's like, "Hey, everybody, go and subscribe." I'll message her and be like, "You're not the boss of me,"
Yeah.
you know. But I will go
Yeah.
check out their channel, and if they look like they have good content, or if I've enjoyed talking to somebody in chats or whatever, I'll subscribe to them.
Yeah, right.
Oh, cool. I mean, she gonna be? Do you have a link for that? Go ahead and drop the link if you have a link for that.
Be selling my Christmas ornaments tomorrow on Josie's place.
Yeah, she makes like beaded Christmas ornament covers.
Oh, is she the one that crochets over the 45s?
I don't think so.
7-inch records.
No, I don't think so.
You call them 45s?
I don't call them anything because I don't have any.
I have some,
But I remember back in the day there were 45s and 33s, I think.
yeah, exactly. Because I was, once again, on the weekend, I was scrolling. This was a while back, a couple of months ago, and Ma, you know Ma, right?
Yeah.
She had 3 people on the screen, and the screen below, one woman was crocheting over a 45. And I said,
TG said it's Stacey May that does that.
okay, what an excellent idea. Because she made it like because she adorned it with other stuff, and she made it like a mini wreath.
That's cool.
What a cool idea.
Stacey May is pretty creative.
Yeah, I
There's
was blown away with it.
There's a link to anybody that wants to go check out the sale Irene's doing tomorrow. Woot woot, go girl.
Very cool. Well, I think my 6 minutes are up.
Oh, they've been up. What are you kidding? Thanks for letting us know. I mean, sort of letting us know. We don't really have any information of who to watch out for, but
no, but I don't think anybody in here is into that. Because you get to see the same people in chats over and over again.
Right.
But that's cool. I'm glad you're feeling better too.
Yeah, I'm getting there. If this sty in my eye would go down, it would be a lot better.
Oh wow.
It's hard for me to see.
Wow. Yeah, I go in myself Friday for another epidural, which a little nervous, but
Are you giving birth?
No, I wish. Might be less painful.
It would not be.
I know. That's the most pain I've ever saw anybody in my life.
Yeah, that's why women have to do it, because men couldn't handle it.
Oh, come on.
It has been scientifically proven.
Really?
Yeah, they asked for volunteers, they got test subjects, all male, and they have these machines that they put on their stomachs that can cause the stomach muscles to contract like contractions. So they started them off at low labor, the beginning stages, and went all the way up. Men didn't even make it until not even close to the final labor stages, let alone giving birth.
I mean, if you get kicked in the onions once, you don't know what that's like. Drops you to your knees right away. You're out. You're down and out for a few minutes.
See, this is why I don't understand, and I did it today, but I don't understand why people get called a pussy. Pussies can take a pounding and come back for more. Right. They should be calling people balls, because balls, you just look at them wrong and people cry.
Yeah. Trying to lay on a tennis ball with ice. Okay. But I don't know where we were going with this. But
hey, Jessica.
But no, so I'm glad you're feeling better. And hey, Jessica's Dumpster Girls. Hi, long time no see.
Words are hard.
Yes, sometimes they can be. And it's
I
had 5 coffees this morning, so you'd think I'd be with it.
I can't even conceive of calling somebody out in public like that. I mean, if they were going to do something like that, why didn't they do it in private?
I felt like going on live on my own channel just to rant about it. I was so blown away. It's like, how can you do that?
Yeah. Hi, Wildflower.
For somebody that's paying you, and then all of a sudden decides, well, I could really use a full tank of gas this week or this month. I just couldn't get over it.
Anyway, you're silly.
I'm gonna chop some onions.
Yeah. Because you
said Danny May, I'm serious. I sparred with a 16-year-old girl. I think at the time I was 40. and she landed one right there, and oh, that was it for me.
Well, let me tell you, getting kicked in the cooch is no picnic either, because I've seen that happen, and it drops you too. That
Really?
shit hurts. Yeah, that shit hurts.
Yeah, bad. Pain sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Bobby Pizzelli, Kivoy Bobby. Kivoy means what's up in Italian, basically.
Okay.
See, I know more than just the bad words in Italian.
Dibble. Exactly. That's exactly what it was.
Oh my God. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Kodi, for letting me in and say hello.
You're welcome.
Everybody have a great day, everybody.
Have an awesome day, Paul.
Thanks. Take care.
Dibble, I love you. Bobby, I did get your message, but it's really long, so I'm going to read it afterwards. Otherwise, we're going to have a really long moment of silence. Thanks, Jessica. No, Dibble, that was good. See, I toned down my comment. I could have said something like that, but I figured a kick to the cooch wouldn't make Paul blush as bad. Danny Mae, what's for dinner? I'm hungry. Feed me. Please feed the bear. So my mom picked my groceries up. Walmart, once again, was out of 3 things that I had on my list. Yay. But my mom picked my mom picked up my groceries. Now she's nickel and diming me. She's like, well, you only have $50 a week for the next 5 weeks to spend on food. And I'm like, Mom. She's like, you've got enough food here to last 3 weeks. I'm like, look, I don't eat like you do. Because my mom can have like half a chicken thigh and that's her dinner. You know what I mean? Chicken and homemade mashed potatoes with gravy and a side of peas. Nice. Very nice. I mean, I did get a rather large order, and I did buy stuff that was in bulk, but, you know, there's not 3 weeks worth of food here. Yeah, well, y'all need to watch out for shortages now, because I was very unaware that the Ukraine was a large supplier of things like wheat. So that's why our bread prices are going up. We import so much stuff when we could be growing it here, but because we treat our farmers like shit, yeah, it doesn't happen. Start stocking up on toilet paper now too. Just saying. I watched a video on things that we'll be having shortages of as the war between Russia and the Ukraine continue, and yeah, anything made with flour would be one of them. Anybody that likes hummus, that's going to be on a shortage because the chickpea crop in California didn't do so well because of the drought. Yep. Chickpea shortage, people. It's a real thing. So No snow crabbing. No, I don't eat snow crabs. I don't. Mom, when I was a kid, I didn't like the taste of crab meat. Taste could have changed. I haven't tried crab meat in a long time. No, Enville, you can keep that. I actually broke weak and turned my heater on last night. It's a good thing I did because it was 32 degrees here this morning. And I would have had both cats and the dog laying on me if I had not turned the heat on. There you go, Dibble. Yay, congratulations, Irene. I know it's getting too cold in the house when I wake up and the cat is like curled up in the crook of my arm. Like if I end up on my back when I'm sleeping. I woke up 2 mornings in a row and the cat was like half on my chest, half on my arm. I'm like, okay. Because the cats don't lay on me unless it's really cold. They want my body heat. So I turned the heat on. It's set at 71, so it's not like hot in my house, but it's not freezing, so I'm good. I'm proud of you, Irene. Good for you. Yeah, Dibble, I tried mine at 68, but it stayed too cold in my room. So 71 is a good temperature in my room. Sorry, I'm so tired. Danny Mae, what makes you think anybody wants to talk to you now? She's gonna cry. I'm only kidding, Danny Mae. I love you. Calm down. Yeah, and though I can believe that. My parents, the house I grew up in had an oil for heat. My dad ended up putting in a couple of wood stoves, one in the basement and one in the living room, and then switched over to coal because he said he wasn't paying the oil prices anymore, and that was back then. Onion crying. You know, Danny Mae, if you run your onions and your knife under cold water, then you don't cry when you cut. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool, Bobby. Yeah, I have all one level. And the thermostat is out in the main part of the house, which is like one whole half of this house is all open. So what would have been the living room is my studio, and then the kitchen. It's all one big open space. So it takes a lot longer to heat up and cool down that area. So my room is kind of a sealed off environment. Danny Mae, you didn't know that trick? Come on, girl. My mom started to put my onions with my potatoes, and I was like, no, what are you doing? I'm like, you can't put onions with potatoes. And she was like, well, why not? I'm like, because the onions will make the potatoes sprout. She goes, what? I'm like, yeah, if you put onions and potatoes together, the onions cause the potatoes to start sprouting. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, never mind, put them wherever you want. I'll move them when you're gone. She put them in separate places. I'm like, oh. And she was like, gonna leave the plastic on them. I'm like, Mom, that holds in moisture. That'll get all moldy and mushy. I was like, take them out of the plastic bag. I'm like, never mind. Just do what you're doing. I'll fix it when you're done, when you're gone. She's like, no, I'll do it. She almost did the same thing with my bell pepper, putting it in the fridge. I'm like, God, that'll go bad in a day. I'm really surprised I survived childhood without getting food poisoning from my mom. Yeah, I forget where I heard that trick about running the onion and the knife underwater. I mean, you don't have to keep it underwater while you're cutting it. It just has to have water on it when you cut it. And it keeps the fumes from coming up and getting you in the eyes. I forget where I heard it, but I was like, I wonder if that works. And I tried it one day and it actually worked. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. Because I used to hate cutting onions. Hey, bee lady. Bee lady, I did not get any mail from you. But my mom did go pick up the forms for me today, so I do have them. Well, Wildflower, aren't you fancy? Yeah, my mom went to the Social Security office and grabbed the forms that I need. So I will be filling those out, and she'll be, yeah, see, bee lady knows. I will be filling those out tonight, and she's going to come pick them up and drop them off. Yeah, I don't know, bee lady. No mail from you. Yay, post office. I don't know. Our post office is a mess. You put potatoes in the fridge? I don't put potatoes or onions in the refrigerator. The only reason I put the bell pepper in the fridge is because it's at the grocery store refrigerated. Yeah, probably bee lady. Yeah. Yeah, I finally got someone on the phone who knew what they were doing, so we got that all figured out, and he told me the numbers of the forms. And so I let my mom know, which is good because they were not waiting for her when she got there. But she was able to tell them what number forms I needed, and they printed them off for her there and gave them to her. Yep, you have to put potatoes and onions separate, or the potatoes will start growing. So unless you want to be growing new potatoes in your wherever you have them. Bye, Jessica. Have a great day. Oh, cool, Dibble. Nice. I bought myself some Innovation orange chicken and chicken fried rice. And you should have seen the look on my mom's face when she took it out of the bag. She looked at it and looked at me. I was like, what? It's not like I can go get Chinese food. I wanted to treat myself. I'm having a bad month. But yeah, because it's expensive comparatively. I mean, it lasts me 2 meals, but and I wanted something different, you know? Gamera Garon. Nice. Old-timey monster movies. Yeah, there are a lot of vegetable things that, I mean, if you think about it, the shit's not refrigerated when it's outside. You know what I mean? So like tomatoes and things like that can stay on your counter as long as it hasn't been refrigerated already. That's cool, bee lady. My dog pays absolutely no attention to the computer. No matter what's on it, she ignores it unless she hears a squeaky toy, and then I'm like, ah. John and I used to say we were going to send his mother and Mums for Mother's Day because she's highly allergic. I was like, I wonder if we could disguise them as a different plant. Sneak little mum buds in there somewhere. Yeah. Well, I mean, putting them in the refrigerator, depending on the moisture in your refrigerator, it can extend the life of the vegetable. So that's why people, and cold tomatoes are much better than, warm tomatoes, unless you're cooking them. Yeah. No, my dog doesn't pay attention to outside sounds. People could come on my panel right now and start calling her name, and she's not even going to twitch. But like onions and things like that, moisture and onions don't get along real well. And there's always going to be some moisture content in your refrigerator. So I don't put onions in the fridge. Unless I've cut them, then I put them in the fridge. All sealed up. But you still have to use them quickly or they go bad. I mean, it's the same with eggs. I mean, we have to, when we buy eggs at the grocery store, you have to put them in the fridge because they're already refrigerated. But if you get eggs from like a farmer's market where they're fresh and they have not been refrigerated, you don't have to refrigerate them. You have to make sure you wash them really well before you use them. But almost candy time. Yep. Other people live in the house I grew up in now. Yep. We had a rhubarb plant. My mom, for some reason, it was in the flower garden part of because my mom had flowers around the house, like right up against the house. And then we had a vegetable garden. It was like a quarter of an acre of vegetables. Why a family of 3 needed that many vegetables, I don't know, but my dad went crazy with it. And there was 2 rhubarb plants in the flower part. My mom finally decided she was tired of working around these things, so she told my dad to rip them out. So he ripped them out of the ground. I mean, not nicely, just ripped them out of the ground and threw them in the compost pile. And those things grew massive in the compost pile. And my neighbor, I busted my neighbor stealing rhubarb. Not really stealing it because technically he threw it away, but I told my mom, I was like, why is Mrs. Brown coming into our backyard and going back by the shed? And so she she watched one day and she came out with an armful of rhubarb. So my mom asked her about it and she was like, oh, well, I thought you threw that away and I'd make strawberry rhubarb pies. So my mom told her it's fine. Go ahead and take whatever you want because we don't use it. And so she ended up bringing us strawberry rhubarb pies every couple of weeks while that was growing. She got a lot of pies out of that plant. But yeah, you can grow plants from, I mean, you can grow an avocado tree from an avocado seed, and all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of ways to start plants. Isn't that weird, bee lady? Yeah, she had one on each corner of the backyard garden. She used to make sweet rhubarb. She'd cut it up and can it with sugar. My dad used to eat it like it was going out of style. Of course, my dad also liked liver and onions, and I couldn't even stand the smell of that. But every once in a while, I'd get a little dish with the sugary rhubarb in it. It was pretty good. Yeah, like she would stew it and then can it. My mom used to can everything, and so my dad would just go and grab one of the jars and scoop it out into a bowl. He used to add a little extra sugar though. Cool, and though we had when I lived in Crackland, USA, um, the neighbors had a fig tree, and oh, Billy, I can't stand liver and onions. It was the only thing that my parents never forced me to eat. I couldn't even stand the smell of it. But yeah, the neighbors had a fig tree. You ever want to see something funny? Wait until the figs start falling and going bad on the ground because they ferment. And the squirrels come along and eat them, and then you have drunk squirrels stumbling around everywhere. It was so funny. I'm like, oh, squirrels are drunk again. It was funny. You gotta watch that if you have if you do pumpkin. You carve pumpkins and you leave them outside. When they start going bad, they ferment, and when the animals get into one, the animals get drunk. Yeah, drunk squirrels. My dad was also a big believer in spam. He liked to have fried spam with his eggs. I was never a huge fan of spam. I could take it every once in a while, but I was never big on, you know, yeah. I was not a huge fan of spam, but we used to have it on Sundays. Spam and eggs. It's huge in Hawaii. Oh my God, Hawaii is like the spam fan capital of the planet. And they make all kinds of different stuff with it. Screw you, TG. Vegemite is disgusting. It's like putting liquid ass on toast. Gross. Ew. Maybe it's a Canadian thing, Enville. I don't know. Is spam popular in Canada? Because my dad was Canadian, so that might be explained. Of course, he also ate pickled pig's feet too. There is nothing grosser for a young child than to open the refrigerator thinking, "Oh, I'm going to get something to snack on," and see a big jar of pickled pig's feet in there. Oh my God, I was horrified. I wouldn't open the fridge for like a week. It was a perfect diet plan. Korea eats a lot of spam. You know, I can see that. Thank you, B lady. Have a great day. Oh, your mom ate it because she knew the kids wouldn't. Smart mom. Smart mom. Yeah, I was watching a show on foods that were popular in like the 60s and 70s, like the Jello salads, where you'd have the Jello mold and you'd put like fruits or vegetables in it. And I remember my mom used to make one every holiday dinner. My mom would make an orange Jello mold with shredded carrot and pineapple. And it sounds like it would be really disgusting. I mean, orange, carrots, and pineapples, but it was actually really, really good. It was delicious. They used to have to yell at me to stop taking so much of it. I was like, "Hey, you want me to eat my fruits and vegetables? This is the way to do it." Yeah, it was really good. It was the only kind she ever made. I know they had a lot of Jello mold recipes that I don't know. They did not sound good to me, but my mom always made the orange one, and it was always really good. She hasn't made that in a really long time. Years since. I don't think she's made it since my grandmother passed away. Because that was the last time we really had a actual family meal. Everybody scattered. All my cousins and stuff just went their own way. Aunts and uncles moved away, things like that. So. Fruit cocktail and jello. Yeah, that would be good too, depending on the jello. The one that I cannot get my head around is aspic. I've seen it and it looks absolutely disgusting. But it used to be really, really popular. Cool, Bobby. Although I noticed there are a lot of excuses in there, but the response is a good one. That's awesome. Yeah, see, I was never big on. I like raspberries themselves. Hey, Jennifer. But I've never been big on raspberry flavored anything. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just always raspberry flavoring always tastes chemical to me. Like raspberry jello doesn't taste like raspberries to me. But picking them right off the vine, those are delicious. Although you have to watch out for hornets because hornets really like raspberries and blackberries and things like that. And depending where you are, you have to watch out for bears too because they really like the berries as well. And sorry, but the real bears win in that case. I'm out, you know? You can have them. Yeah, you know, I never thought about it when I was a kid that there was shredded carrot in it. And I think she actually did that for texture, but it was actually a really good flavor combination. It's really weird because it was just raw carrot that was shredded in it. But I mean, there wasn't a crap ton in it, but it was really good. See, now aspics just, it looks totally unappealing and it sounds just as unappealing. It's a meaty jelly, savory gelatin made with a meat stock or broth set in a mold to encase other ingredients, which could include pieces of meat, seafood, vegetable, or eggs. No, ew, 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 ew. Yeah, it looks gross. Okay, TG. So, but back in the days when they had to make this stuff was like during the war, World War II and whatnot. So you think food is scarce now. It was more scarce then, and people just had to make do. Their food was rationed out to them. I mean, some people had to make a pound of coffee last for 2 months. You know, it's another reason I'm glad I don't crave coffee. But yeah, they had to come up with creative ways to be able to make a meal. So yep. Oh, your parents grew up. My dad grew up on a farm, but it wasn't an animal farm. It was a crop farm. I believe they grew a lot of wheat up there in the boonies of Canada. One of my uncles had an apricot orchard. That was pretty cool. I think it was 8 or 9 when we went and got to just drive through the orchard, and you could just Like they would slow down when they came to a low hanging branch. You could stand up in the Jeep and just grab an apricot off the tree. So good. They ended up selling it though. There's actually a road, and they actually had their own road because the driveway was so long to get to the apricot orchard that the road it was on was called Kurt's Road or Kurt's Drive or something. So yeah, my cousin ended up getting third-degree burns on like 80% of his body because he got caught in a intake when they lit the dry, when they do the pruning wheat, like that you make bread with. They dig a big pit and they put all the prunings, all the limbs and whatnot in that, and then they light it on fire and they do a big burn. And he was too close when they lit it, and the oxygen getting sucked into the flames grabbed him hard enough that it rolled him right into the pit. And they got him out, but there's a family photo somewhere, and my mom's, and he's just wrapped head to toe in bandages. I think that was my cousin Kevin. Yeah, like 80% burns. He's lucky he lived. He was like 18 or 19 at the time, thought he was balls to the wall and 10 feet tall and bulletproof. He found out that's not true. Yeah. Yeah, they ended up selling the apricot orchard when I was a teenager. Because none of the kids wanted to help, and it got too expensive to hire help, and my aunt and uncle were getting up there, so they sold it. I told them, I said, keep the street sign. Take that shit with you. It's not often you get an official street with your last name on it, That's pretty cool. I told them to send it to me, and they wouldn't. Bastards. So when my mom went to pick my groceries up, she calls me and she's like, well, do you have the order number? Are you sure it's at this store? And I'm like, what are you talking about? So I went into the email, I got the order number, and the guy was at her window, confirmed it. And when she got here, she said, I think the reason I had a problem is because you listed me as the person picking it up. And I'm like, well, yes, you have to do that if you're not the one picking it up. That gives you the option to name the person that's picking up your groceries. And she goes, well, you've never done that before. I was like, I have always done that. They have just not been vigilant enough to check to make sure that the correct person is picking up the groceries. Why it would be a problem when she was the person listed, because I think she kept trying to give them my name and they didn't have my name on the order. So I was like, Mom, I've always listed you as, no, you haven't. Yes, I have. The hell? I think I know what I've done. I'm like, oh my God. I leave my email address, but because my mom doesn't have one. But I always list my mom because if they ask for ID, she has to match the person listed, right? So she argued with me for like 5 minutes about it. I'm like, okay, never mind. And she's like, well, I guess from now on, you'll just have to list me as the person picking it up. And my head was about to explode. I'm like, you mean like I always do? I'm like, you people wonder why I need a nap after I deal with my mom. She's exhausting. Because it says when you order for a pickup that if someone different from yourself is picking up the groceries, to give their name. So I've always done that because it's always been my mom picking up the groceries. It's just that the people that are delivering them, to the car, don't check. I don't know how they get the order because, I don't know, but it seemed to be an awful hassle today. But yeah, she's always been the one picking up, and I've always listed her as the one picking up my groceries. Very weird. It's been one of those days. But, ow. Simmy, what are you doing? Stop that. Up to yourself. She snortled at me. All right, guys, I'm getting a headache. My eye is bugging me so bad. This thigh has got to clear up soon. Ugh. So I'm gonna give it about 5 minutes, and if anybody has links they want to drop, shows, channels, whatnot, go ahead and drop those. So I'm gonna end this in the next 5 minutes or so. I gotta lay back down. I gotta get my eye closed and just. Oh. But I hope everybody has a great day. And I will probably see you around the tube later. And of course, later in the week and blah, blah, blah. I appreciate you guys coming and playing with me and hanging out, chatting. I appreciate all of you. You have no idea. And I wish you all nothing but good things. Rainbows and unicorns and happy farty glitter, you know, all that kind of stuff. Well, I'm not seeing any links getting dropped, so I guess nobody has any to drop. What's going on right now? See if I have anything, anybody that's live right now. Cajun. Cajun's hump day auction still going on. And that's all I have on my subscription list, so. There you go, Irene dropped a link. Thank you, Irene. I'm hoping this, it is coming to a head. It just needs to do it faster so it can clear up and get the hell out of my eye. I'm tired of this bullshit. Everybody have a fantastic day. Have a good week. I will be back on Saturday morning. And don't forget, everybody's shipping. Everything is getting out Saturday, I promise you. And that will get that taken care of and cleared up, and it will stop weighing on my mind so much. I need less stress, not more. So we're going to get all that out. And I will talk to you all later. Bye, everybody.